Very good. I'm here with Jason Vogel. How are you, sir? What's up?
Hey man, I'm good, training a lot, and just getting ready for this fight.
All right. Why don't you introduce yourself to everyone? Tell us where you're from as far as city and stuff, and what gym you train at.
My name's Jason Vogel, obviously. I train I'm from Chalfont, Pennsylvania, and I train out of Henzo Gracie, PA in Hatfield. And and yeah, that's a little bit about me.
All right. Very good. How long have you been training, man?
About 3 years now, coming up on 3 years.
All right,
So
cool.
a little
And
bit.
what got you into to fighting?
Um, I was a little wild when I was young, and I always thought I'd be good at it. And then I had a bad injury, and it made me be grateful. It made me grateful for health and stuff. And so I just wanted to make the most of my youth, and I started fighting because of it.
Right, right. And to be clear, did you get injured inside the fight game or outside the fight game?
Outside at work.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Not
And I
cool,
was
but
on I was on bed rest for it for like 9 months. So it was
oh
a pretty
wow.
big injury. So
Wow.
honestly, I probably won't say it here, but you know.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. You don't want to say it's like my toe and your opponent stomping on your toe or anything.
you know.
um, who are your main trainers there at Gracie and Hatfield there?
So my coach, he's great. He's amazing. Is Josh Lawler. He's super technical, super skilled. I mean, he pushes us and all the guys, and I think I could speak for the whole gym that we're very grateful that we have him.
Very good, very good. Now, when you joined the gym, is there a particular reason that you chose that gym? I mean, is it location? Did you shop around? How'd you do it?
So I actually Googled like what was the best gyms in the area,
Yeah.
and I kind of just did a bunch of research on my own and on the internet trying to find out like where the best gyms were, how people were getting amateur shots and pro shots, and I came to Henzo Gracie as the place to go. You
Very
know.
good. Good. Now, when you started that 3 years ago, and you're coming off an injury, it is when you got into it, you said, "Well, I just want to go in and train, get in shape," or did you say, "I want to get in there and I want to fight. I want to make something out of this.
I
I want."
knew from day one I wanted to get in to get a fight for sure.
Cool. And did you go into the gym and say, "Hey, oh, you're Josh, you're my trainer. Listen, here's what I want to do. I want to be a fighter." How does that work?
Uh,
Did you present it
well,
to him like that?
not really. It was more we got in there and there were people sparring and I was asking like the first week, let me spar, I'll spar. And then I just started throwing haymakers at people and stuff until I learned how to actually fight, and I think he had the idea real quick that I was game.
Oh, very good, very good. And it seems like you're pretty patient, and you kind of work your way up to this first fight. And this is going to be your debut, and I believe you're fighting another debut. Um, so leading up into this fight, when the I'm not sure when it got scheduled, maybe a month or two ago. So did your training change at that point? Did your focus change at that point? How did that work?
Um, totally. So I mean, my gym is always training. We're always doing hard rounds. Um, we usually train 30 to 50 hard rounds a week, and then but once we get close to camp, it becomes 6 days a week. I'd say 50 to 100 rounds a week. We're staying there extra hours. We're adding morning stuff in for ourselves to do. So we push ourselves pretty hard once we're into camp.
Very good, very good. Are you a painter?
Uh, Contractor. So paint,
Contractor? Okay.
spackle, it's usually all over me.
Right, right, right. So no, I just noticed you're in a nice room there. I saw the blue tape on your chest there before the interview started. So how does becoming a fighter and training to be a fighter days a week, and you're a blue collar guy, how does that all mesh in?
It's tough, honestly, with the timing of things. Um, so my wife takes on a lot of my responsibilities, and she's okay with that for fight camps, you
Yeah.
know. But I'm grateful that she does it,
Right.
and I'm still working out that fine balance there and trying to make it good for everyone. But you know, you just
So
do what you can. Drink a
if
lot of espresso.
right, if she's okay with it for fight camps, that means you're gonna have you having a lot of fights, right?
Yep,
You're gonna
exactly,
be doing a lot of fight camps. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Very good, very good. And
I'm
so,
hoping if we do well, we can get right into another one after this one.
right, right. So obviously she's very supportive of you, and you seem to you have a good gym behind you. I know Josh has fought for us before. So is there anything specifically you're preparing for differently than in your basic training? I mean, you're fighting another debut, so you really don't know anything. We're about a little less than a month out, I guess, 3 weeks. Are you learning new techniques? You still planning strategy? Where are you at in your training camp?
Pretty much all of that. We're going over strategy. Um, we're working on the certain counters, the certain striking patterns that we want to use, based on him being an orthodox fighter and me being a southpaw. And so we're just that's kind of what we're using to guide this training camp. Um, and we're kind of going hard enough to where it's like I'm going to be ready to fight whoever, no matter who steps in the ring with us. Hellfish or Patrick or whoever. We're ready to go.
Right, right. Do you have? I guess it's a little harder for him probably to have southpaw training partners, but I'm sure you have a bunch of conventional sparring
Oh
partners.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I spar with a bunch of my guys at the gym are righties. Actually, Dan Kendrick, who fought
Yep.
on USKA a couple times, he trains with us, so he's able to give me great rounds. Um, and my buddy Donovan's in there. He gives me great rounds. He fought as well for you guys,
Yeah. Yep.
and
Yep.
really our gym's getting pretty big, so we got like 20 people in there usually on a normal sparring day,
Oh, nice, nice.
which
Yeah.
happens to be tonight.
Yeah. That's great to have the variety there.
Definitely. You
Um.
get a lot of different looks and styles.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you know this isn't true for me anymore, but I used to see Renzo Gracie, right? And he said, well, they're a BJJ school. So do you cross over into that? Do you do both, or are you a striker and that's that?
As far as camp goes, I'm strictly striking, but on a normal basis, I'm doing both. I love jujitsu, and I would hope to eventually get an MMA fight as well in
Okay,
here.
cool.
Yup. And yeah, I mean, jujitsu is great fun. I've competed at Naga a couple times.
Hold
Um,
on.
and our jujitsu coach is very good too.
Mhm. Very good, very good. So how do you see this fight going? I talked to a guy the other day. He says I'm guaranteeing a knockout. He wants to put up a $5 million like reward.
I saw
He's
that.
actually yeah, he's actually in the main event. He's a character. He's a great guy, but he's fighting another great guy. How are your feelings on that? Do you make predictions on that or what?
um, I think that I have a lot of ways to end it. I think it's gonna be a knockout. I do. Um, whether it's a unconscious knockout or a TKO, uh, it's gonna be one or the other. I'm pretty I'm pretty I'm pretty excited. Like I don't feel nervous. I feel more excited to get in there and get to it. I like fighting. Like I enjoy it. So, I like to get hit in my face.
Yeah. Oh, so
Like
you're one of
that's
those
almost
guys.
yeah. I'm like I have a good time doing it. So,
You
you
know,
know,
I always tell people that I think there's two kind of people that are really dangerous in life. Someone who knows how to fight and someone who likes to fight. So even if
right.
they don't know how to fight, if they like to fight, they're a problem.
Right.
And when you're a combination of both, that's a huge problem. So
Yup, exactly, man. So I plan to show that, and we've really been putting in a lot of work to get to where we want to be.
All right, very good. The fight is going to be July 20th in Broadheadsville. I'm sure you have a ticket link. I saw you signed up for the ambassador program and stuff already. So that's excellent. And I know your blood work and all your paperwork's on the way in. So yeah, we're 3 weeks away, and the website's USKAfights.com. And Jason, I'm going to give you the last word here, and then I'm going to let you carry on with your day. So your wife doesn't have to take too many more responsibilities for you today.
The last words, well, I guess I'll say thank you to you for putting on the show and getting me on here. And, I'm really looking forward to being there. And, my whole gym, I would say we're all grateful to be able to be a part of USKA and do this stuff. So, let's fucking get it, man.
All right, that's great, man. Yeah, hey, Josh, I know I said the last word, but Josh and Renzo Gracie have been a big supporter with us for a long time, so we really appreciate you guys. I'll see you July 20th, my friend.
All right, brother. Have a great day.